this Jagdpanther is taking a lot of hits. It is time to hit the Firefly first, though. Worry about the Firefly first. There is somebody behind, but it looks like he just died. That was the Cromwell, obviously. And over here, the two Panzers. Panzer IVs are doing a good job at cleaning out the men, but not a great job. They need to do a better job, in my opinion. Can't throw incendiary grenades yet, which is kind of annoying, but I suppose beggars can't be choosers. We are taking out that Sherman with great force. Forgot to get the sector artillery, god damn it. That's going to be really good with all these tanks around and everything like that, but we can do it soon. So we've taken out 2 out of the 3 bases, which is always nice to see. We took out one here, so I'm guessing there's going to be one in the center somewhere, probably in the town. So we'll worry about that when we get to it. Let's upgrade everybody, make them feel better about themselves. And what I'm going to do is basically take out all of these guys, and then when we have recuperated and basically got all of our forces back together, especially the Jagdpanther, who's done an amazing job, what we will do is repair and get ready for the final push on the last base. So it is time to repair these two while we take this base, and what we're going to do is push forward to this fuel, and then maybe this point and then across. I do need to take this point, but I know there's a lot of guys dug in here. Time for you to turn around so you don't get lost. And is there anybody at base who needs healing? No. Okay, so it may be time. No, we can't do that. That's kind of annoying, but I suppose it kind of makes sense. Maybe it's time to get the Panther battle group and get some Panthers out here and deal with them instead of getting some Hetzers. Hetzers are obviously very good at taking out vehicles, but we are coming up against an army which is very much infantry focused and armor focused, and the problem is that their infantry, in my opinion, is just better than ours, but their armor is not as good, so there's no real point in overclocking on armor when you really need to sort out their infantry first. Their infantry is obviously the stuff that is winning them their battles, but the Panthers may be a good idea. It's always nice to have that extra option, and I do need to send a squad over to help those Jagdpanthers, but it is nice that we get this fuel depot basically for free, so it is time to move over you boys to help out that Jagdpanther. Let's try and get you behind the enemy, so no, this way. I don't want them running down here. Oh, okay, good. Okay, so we got the bonus objective, and basically that Jagdpanther was there for that, so now we can move back and get our whole army into one position and move forward as one squad instead of 2, which is always good. It looks like this guy actually basically mullered all of the vehicles in that area. He did a really good job, which is always nice to see, especially from a Jagdpanther whose basic job is to absolutely muller everything it sees. So, time to repair that guy. The other Jagdpanther is ready, the other Panzers are ready, so it is time to move forward now. Okay, so we don't move forward. There is a Firefly who's decided it's a great idea to have a gander. Unfortunately, having a gander in a Firefly when faced with 2 Jagdpanthers is never a good idea, but then there's a Churchill Mark IV who's decided to push his luck against a Jagdpanther who this Churchill can't even penetrate, so I have no idea what he's doing, but hey ho, it's his decision. It's time to move forward our men to over here so we can secure that point with the help of the Jagdpanther. Obviously the Jagdpanther here is the guy who's going to basically tank the damage and take it off people. Sector artillery is a really good idea, so it's time to just put it down when we need it. And come on. Oh, it has to be in our sector. That completely makes sense. Okay, so let's set up defensive positions for the Jagdpanther and the 2 Panzers. So when we're taking this point, it should be easy to defend. There we go. It looks like we have a Stuart tank there, which is completely fine. It's going to do absolutely nothing to my tanks. It's going to hurt my infantry if it hits them, but the chances it hits the infantry are very slim. It looks like these guys are not listening to me, which is never good. Time to bring in some Panthers just for that extra vavavoom. So it's exactly what we're going to do. It looks like they decided that rifle grenades would be great against tanks. They were obviously completely wrong. Now there's a Stuart who's trying his luck, and obviously he's going to get taken out. They are retreating. Now what we can tell from their retreating pattern is that they're retreating over here. Now because we've taken out 2 out of the 3 command posts, we know that there's only 1 left. So that means where they're retreating is basically where the last place is, because they have to retreat to a command point. Now a Stuart is trying his luck against one of our bigger Yag Panthers. It's obviously never going to work. It's time to move over here, take the munitions point. When this guy is ready, we move in. The 2 Panthers are here, so they're basically going to shield this point and not push forward, but they're basically going to help us move forward. It looks like they have a lot of tanks in this area, which they did before, but the thing is, our Panzers can tank stuff, and now the Yag Panther is here, he can deal lots of damage. These 2, or these 4 I should say, are going to move around here. They're going to use their superior maneuverability compared to a Churchill who's dug in, who can't move, to flank them. The Cromwell is not going to do a lot of damage. The Cromwell is a very good tank. It's very good at helping out infantry and stuff like that. It is not very good at taking on armor in this game. Obviously, real life differs to this game. The main gun is destroyed. This guy is basically dead. We have a lot of fire going in, even though the Panzers are missing. That doesn't really matter, since we have some Panzer Shreks. This Yag Panther is dealing with this dude very well. And to be honest, the Yag Panther has taken minimal hits and minimal hurts, so that's always nice. Right, okay, so let's see what would be the point to move forward next. Probably over here, so we'll take these boys over here, and also these boys, you will retreat. So let's send you to retreat, and then split it up into 2 squads again. Didn't mean to do this. And what is that? That is artillery. I tell you what, boys, you boys are going to do a little sniping for me and take out that artillery, so that's exactly what we'll do. And it looks like they kind of have an outpost here, so we'll move in with the Yag Panther, or both Yag Panthers, and those troops. And while that's going on, we shall repair the Panzer IVs, the infantry support vehicles, or the infantry support tanks, I suppose. So you boys, move in here and take that out. It looks like there's some kind of gun here, but looks like their Yag Panther is completely destroying it, and now the 2 Panthers are in position. So we move across. We need to take out that artillery before that artillery gets too annoying. It's a big pounded gun, and it will easily tear us apart. That, not so much, but what we might want to do is, after we've repaired these boys, is move them over to the right of the map. I did retreat some guys earlier on. There they are.